Before today's video, it might be a good idea for you to jump in my free Discord server. It's a great place to build and share your crypto knowledge and connect with like-minded, ambitious individuals. It's for people of all experiences, whether you're a crypto newbie or a seasoned professional. So jump in and network with me and an ever-growing community of intellectuals. Yo everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Before today's video, I want to quickly point out that we are so close to hitting 2,000 subscribers in only 3 months after the channel began, which is absolutely insane. I'm really grateful for everyone's support. And if you haven't subscribed already, please feel free to do so and jump in my free Discord server as well. So today's video is going to be on Devolved AI or Argocoin. I believe they recently underwent some sort of rebranding, but the ticker's AGC. And this one's been requested a few times by people in my community, and I haven't really seen it covered on YouTube in depth. So I thought I'd cover it and bring it to the attention of those who haven't really heard about it. So firstly, I want to say I'm usually really critical about crypto projects and their websites. They're not very clear, they look a bit outdated, and for the average person, it's usually the first port of call to see, exactly what the project's about. However, this is not the case with Devolved AI. This website is probably one of the best I've seen in terms of the actual information. All the information you really need to get a good grasp of the project is on their website, from the team to the roadmap to partnerships to tokenomics, etc. So yeah, let's just start going through it. We can see here, building the future of decentralized AI together. Welcome to AI owned by you, the user. Built on blockchain technology, Devolved AI embodies trust, transparency, and governance. Vote, earn rewards, and own a stake in the future of AI, all powered by Argocoin. So if we scroll down, we get just a little bit more detail there. So what is Devolved AI? It's a decentralized, fair-launched Layer 1 blockchain dedicated to fostering global participation in the evolution of building AI models, decentralized apps, and advanced large language model called Athena, or Athena? Athena, I believe it's Greek, and I believe she was the Greek god of war and wisdom. I think I've read somewhere, which is obviously fitting if they're going to be a large language model to be, intelligent and wise, etc. And it says here, Argocoin plays a central role in fueling the Devolved AI ecosystem, providing incentives, enhancing participation, and secures the network, thus enabling seamless value exchange within the ecosystem. Contributors through tasks like data provision, GPU power contribution, or DAO functions earn AGC, fostering a collaborative environment. This is all pretty self-explanatory. We've seen this kind of model in crypto already, so it's nothing groundbreaking in terms of the actual utility of the token, but a layer 1 artificial intelligence protocol, it could fly, in this upcoming bull cycle, ticking very prominent narratives. There's also a video here, obviously I'm not going to play it, but just in case you wanted to take a look at that on their website. So we can see 2 headlines here: revolutionary era. Here they're talking about the large language model Athena, and it says here, where was it? Yeah, serving as the guardian and purveyor of truth, the essence of wisdom. So that's why they picked Athena as the name of their large language model. But we illuminate a future where AI seamlessly integrates into daily life, fostering inclusivity, accessibility, and collaborative brilliance. Shaping humanity's AI is the other headline. Devolved AI harnesses the power of AI to drive transformative change and deliver compelling solutions across key target sectors. And as we'll go down, you'll see the real use cases that they have planned for AGC. Embark on this transformative journey with us. Join a movement where AI's future is all for you, shaped by all. All for all, shaped by all, sorry. But it's a decentralized AI project, with a large language model, basically trying to correct what Chat GPT, Grok, etc. decentralized protocols will be. Similar to Bittensor, similar to maybe Fetch, these kind of OLAS, these kind of projects, but obviously a lot earlier stage and a lot lower market cap. And we can see it literally says that here, AI must escape the grasp of centralized giants. Liberated from biases, censorship, and monopolistic control, it's time to reclaim our sovereign truth. So we've got some really simple and easy to understand answers to an obvious question: why would you choose Devolved AI? So we've got by the people for the people, which is all about, decentralization and democratizing AI for pretty much anyone to access, making it obviously more inclusive. We've got incentivizing mankind's intelligence by the AGC token, real world use cases, which we'll go into later down the website, revolutionary tech, and also an alternative against centralized artificial intelligence, which we already mentioned before, and all of these are pretty self-explanatory as well. But for a newbie coming to crypto or maybe stumbling upon this project, having this on their website, makes it so easy to really understand what the project's about. They don't have to dive into an overly complex white paper, which is the struggle for a lot of AI projects out there. But we can see here some more technical terms. So we've obviously got the layer 1 blockchain, we've got proof of stake and a proof of value protocol, which I'll go into a little bit later. But we've got AI, Athena large language model, decentralized storage mesh, which is a very strong sub-narrative within AI, decentralized storage, which we'll go into one of their partnerships. federated learning architecture, network manager, and web and mobile apps as well. And it's designed to comply with EU AI regulatory requirements as well, which is, pretty good as well. But yeah, as we go down and we can see a mind map kind of, which they call the technology vision. So we've got validators, image processing, we've got the multi-model AI, big data, Athena, communities, or how they put it is communities because they want everyone to unite, etc. We've got academia, medicine, and digital content, which will make sense as I go down the website. Community network nodes, community computer resources or compute resources, the incentives, the proof of stake consensus. But yeah, decentralized storage, and we can see Stratos or Stratos, however you want to say it, mentioned, which is an interesting crypto project I was previously invested in last year. And it's doing pretty well so far this year, once the narrative has obviously swung back around to AI, decentralized storage, decentralized computing, etc. And they kind of reveal here that they do have a partnership with Stratos, which is an interesting one because I can see Stratos doing very well this upcoming bull cycle, and it's an interesting play if you don't already have a decentralized storage option. But obviously you're ticking that sub-narrative with AGC anyway. So we saw that AGC incorporates two different mechanisms. We've got the proof of stake, which we all know and love, and we've got the proof of value as well, which is a little bit different. So we can see obviously the proof of stake, we all know what this is. Validators stake the tokens to secure the network and earn rewards. They participate in governance based on their stake and increases security. But proof of value is a little bit different. This one rewards contribution. So it will calculate quality and quantity of user contributions, and it will reward them in AGC. Essentially providing incentive for the chain and promoting growth of the ecosystem. We can see it will dynamically adjust AGC rewards based on real-time demand. So it's obviously merging both the stake and the value provided together, which is, it's a unique consensus mechanism, which is a good little USP for AGC, setting it apart from other projects. We can see it merges the unique advantages of both to enhance network security and functionality, promotes community integrity and support for a transparent large language model infrastructure, assesses and allocates rewards fairly and transparently based on value. This is obviously the proof of value. So obviously it incentivizes you to actually provide better value rather than, you could just join, do whatever you want and get paid the same as everyone else. And encourages ownership and active involvement in protocol governance too. Some more information on AI and Athena LLM. So we can see here that it adeptly handles data via decentralized storage, which we've already seen, and aligns with Argochain, which is going to be the name of their layer 1. Argochain's consensus for verification and incentives. And something here which I like to point out is you can leverage communal GPU power for model development, which is a bit of a DePin play. So it allows, and again it says it up here as well, it allows model training with community GPU contribution. So you can essentially give your GPU power to the community and leverage it within the community of AGC, which is taking AI, it's taking DePin, and it's allowing a stronger network and ecosystem to be built. And it's not often that you see an AI and DePin play. So again, taking multiple narratives here. So what I like about AGC, what they put on their websites, actual use cases of what you can actually see the project, their layer 1 blockchain, etc. getting used for, and obviously the large language model as well. So medicine and pharmaceuticals, I'm not going to go through all of these because it'll take me all day, but it can be used in medicine and pharmaceuticals. For example, AI accelerates drug discovery, streamlining clinical trials. We've got it in education too. That's pretty self-explanatory how AI and their large language models etc. can be used in education. Same within research too. But GPU miners, they point out here as well, offers miners the option to repurpose idle GPUs and an additional revenue stream by monetizing unused resources. So again, this is a DePin play. Creating a network or ecosystem using idle GPUs. It is a decentralized physical infrastructure network they're trying to do. We've seen a lot of crypto projects trying to do GPU mining. I've mentioned GHX before on my channel, but combining on an AI layer 1 blockchain is pretty interesting. And we've also got real world assets, content creators and gamers as well. So quite a plethora of use cases, which is just really easy to see on their website. And I wish more crypto projects took this approach. So moving on to tokenomics, we can see there's a maximum supply of 100 million, with 21 million and 25 million locked up respectively for rewards in proof of stake and proof of value. We can look at this little pie chart here. Again, it sets it all out very, very clearly. So we've got about 43% in circulation right now, 2% for the treasury. We've got this combination here of proof of stake and proof of rewards locked up, obviously. And then the 2% in operations, and then there's 7% for DAO, liquidity, central exchange listings, etc. So in terms of tokenomics, it's pretty strong for a crypto project. I do like the transparency. I do like the ease to understand. It was completely fair launched as well. We saw at the start, which is a massive green tick in itself. So yeah, I'm a fan of these tokenomics. I do think it's pretty sustainable. A lot of incentive here for anyone, developers, etc., to jump on, build on this layer one. You know, they're going to get rewarded based on their value as well. So further incentive to actually perform within this actual space too. But yeah, all in all, really good tokenomics, really transparent. Love to see it. But yeah, moving on to partnerships. We've mentioned Stratos already. KIP protocol is a project. I'm not sure if it's out yet. I'm not sure if it's like a pre-sale or it's up and coming, but KIP protocol isn't obviously one that many people know about. Same with Nuco Cloud, Nuco Cloud. Again, I don't know how to say these names. I think it's Nuco Cloud. Not sure how prominent this is. We've mentioned Stratos, and Checked is again, it's like a smaller-ish project. But so obviously it's good to have partnerships, and it shows that the team's building and there's conviction within the space. But I personally would like to see Devolved AI have some bigger, more prominent partnerships, because that's what brings the eyes, brings the views, and brings the credibility. We can see there's more to be revealed on the way, and we're still pretty early to this project, so I do understand why we're not seeing some big hitters yet. But that is, for me, is one thing just to be aware of. They've got partnerships. They're not the strongest, but partnerships nonetheless. So moving on to the roadmap, again, we can see it's very easy to understand, and again, very easy to access. We can see that we're here right now around the Argo chain launch. We obviously had the rebranding and some partnerships mentioned. But yeah, going through the year, we've got Outreach coming up, the KIP integration, Oracles are on the way. We've got the Athena 2.0 next year with image processing, then Athena 3, all of this coming up. But again, just it's so nice to have a roadmap, easy to see, easy to understand. You don't have to go digging in a white paper or asking in a Discord. I really hope that more projects in the future will take note of this website design, because it goes a long way for an average person to just log on and be like, right, I understand this project, I'm a fan of the project, let me invest, etc. We've got a comparison table here for AGC against similar crypto AI projects and more prominent real life ones like Chat GPT and Google's BERT. But just some standouts here. Obviously, the structure for Devolved is decentralized compared to Google and Chat GPT centralization. We've got transparency and trust, which they don't have. The governance is obviously decentralized as well, more inclusive, more accessible, more customizable as well. Layer 1, obviously these aren't going to be layer 1s, and the crypto AI ones, ENQ AI and Mon AI aren't either. Low costs, fair launched, docs team, which we can't say the same for ENQ AI and Mon AI. And it's the only one here that apparently complies with EU AI data regulatory requirements. Obviously to be decided for these two here, but comparison table like this is pretty good for someone who just wants to overlook and be like, right, what stands out to me about Devolved AI? So again, another tick on their website for me. So my first gripe with the project or issue is they've got a testimonial section here, which again increases credibility, etc. But I don't know who they're from. Are these all Randys? Who's Eddie? He's obviously they're going to say good things about the project, yeah, but who is Eddie? I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm just being dense here and I'm missing something out. We've got an @ here, Anio XO. I don't know who that is. Who's Monsieur TK? I'm not sure if I'm just being stupid here or what. But it's obviously not like we have someone prominent, like a celebrity or someone in the tech space saying something about AGC. I'm not sure if these are just regular people on Twitter that they've decided to pick testimonials from, which obviously isn't reliable at all. I might be wrong, but yeah, this is just something that I was like, what's this then? But yeah, obviously in the grand scheme of things, it's not exactly a massive deal. But moving on to the actual team, we've got over 20 full-time developers, 200 projects supported and startups within them, and 35, it says total number of crypto cycle experience. So I'm guessing that's 35 years in crypto. So obviously a very experienced team, fully docs, we've got names, images, we can delve into their backgrounds, exactly what they're up to, and LinkedIn, etc. We've got some Twitter influencers here as well. But yeah, obviously green flag, AI projects, some of them don't have a docs team. I think it's a bit overhyped how important docs is in terms of, obviously we look at Bitcoin as an example. No one knows who Satoshi is, and it's obviously the number one. So for some projects it can be really important, and for some investors it's literally a make or break. If I know people who will not invest in a project if they do not know the team behind it, which is understandable. But yeah, in this case, we can see exactly who they are, which is obviously very good. So briefly touching on the communities part of AGC, this is essentially like clubs where people with similar interests team up. They use a special tool called the Substrate Democracy Palette on the blockchain to make decisions together without a central authority. They work within the layer 1, but they have their own space to work with privately as well. And they can use all the cool stuff that AGC offers, like making agreements, transactions, and smart contracts, while still controlling their own rules. We've got wide join communities here as well. I'm going to quickly go through that. I'm not going to dive into each one. We basically explained a lot about it anyway. But there's some use cases here. So we've got blockchain expert Ben, create and lead a community in your area of expertise, be it blockchain, UI, UX, AI, or any tech related field. Then we've got another case here, UI, UX designer, Uma. Yeah, Uma creates a community dedicated to exploring the latest trends. She leads the community in workshops and collaborative projects, earning recognition and AGC grants for their contributions to the field. So you can see exactly how, all of this will work within separate teams. We've got coding enthusiast Carlos as well. Sorry, I was laughing there. Coding enthusiast Carlos here as well. Carlos forms a community for coding enthusiasts, offering a space for learning, discussion, and project collaboration. The community becomes a valuable resource for coding knowledge and practice within Devolved AI, earning AGC grants for its educational impact. So we can see exactly how this community section works within the project. So the website was so good that I don't really need to dive into the nitty-gritty technicals of the white paper too much. But again, this is very organized too. We can see here they've got a separate section just for the USPs, which a lot of we've discovered already. But one I want to point out is this reinforcement learning from human feedback, RLHF, which essentially, it says here, integrates human insights directly into the learning process, refining their large language models' decision-making capabilities to better reflect human values and preferences, thus ensuring the development of more intuitive and user-aligned AI models, giving it that more human touch, which is obviously pretty impressive. There's also the federated learning system, which we've touched on, but they go into a lot more detail here. And just to explain it really quickly, with FLS, AI training is obviously decentralized and distributed across a network of GPUs owned by the participants, which democratizes AI development and obviously makes it more efficient, allowing the community to collaborate on AI model training whilst also keeping data private as well. A lot of benefits to this approach. Moving on to social media and community, which is obviously integral for a crypto project to do well, we can see that Devolved AI has about 25,000 followers on Twitter, which is pretty strong for a project. And I believe around 15,000 in their Discord and 12,000 on their Telegram, which is, a very, very strong community there. And they regularly update on Twitter with tweets, obviously, with, you can see partnership announcements. There was one I wanted to show regarding their tokenomics, just a brief overview of their tokenomics on their mainnet. Here it is. So it says here at mainnet launch, because I believe currently they are on their testnet. So when their mainnet launches, it's obviously going to be 100 million in supply, 50 million circulating supply, and will approach zero in about 25 years time. Emissions reduction every year. So yeah, really transparent tokenomics, pretty decent tokenomics as well. And yeah, let's just move on to the price analysis now. So we can see today the price of Argocoin is around 90 cents. It's not listed on CoinMarketCap. It is listed on CoinGecko. However, it is incorrect. We can see here, apparently, according to them, they've got a max supply of 200 million, obviously giving it an FDV of 180 million, which is incorrect. But so if we go on to DEX Tools, which I believe is more accurate, we can see obviously around 91 cents right now, with a market cap of, given the circulating supply of 50 million, which we just saw, market cap of around $45 million. So really small for an AI layer 1 project. One thing I want to point out is we've got about 13,000 holders of this token, which at this stage, launched only in December at the end of last year, so only been around a few months. To have 13,000 holders at this stage is pretty impressive. We can see the price action here. It launched at around a few cents. Obviously it went up and up and up and up, and then I'm guessing around here started probably getting shilled on Twitter, or some influencers started to get involved, and it went all the way from about 60-70 cents all the way up to I think a max of around $2, $1.80 we can see here. And now it's consolidating, maybe some sell pressure, people taking profits, etc. And it's down to about 90 cents. So around a 2x off its all-time high, which isn't too bad, given this little ease in price action. The narrative also has swung away from AI recently, gone on to, real world assets, went on to memes. But best believe when that AI train comes right back around, we can expect this to reclaim its previous all-time high and push on even more. So it's on the Matic or Polygon blockchain, which obviously, you'll save a lot of fees compared to being on Ethereum. And it's an interesting choice as well to be on Matic. But in terms of markets, I don't believe it's on, it's only on Uniswap and Bitmart apparently. So we've not really got any centralized exchange listings so far, which is a good sign because we're early. And we saw on their roadmap, they do plan to get some listings soon. As soon as this gets onto, KuCoin, Mexi, Gate, whatever it is, opens the doors to a whole wider audience of potential investors. Just to provide a quick comparison and maybe some perspective of AGC when compared with other similar AI crypto projects, we can see that Bittensor currently has a market cap of $4.2 billion, surged today after its announcement to be listed on Binance. Fetch has a market cap of $2.6 billion, and OLAS has a market cap of about $180 million. So in comparison to these, pretty strong AI projects, AGC is a baby. AGC is a baby on about $45 million. So depending on your risk levels, depending on your capital levels, how much you're willing to invest. Obviously, if you're diving in with higher capital, you can always go to Bittensor or Fetch. These are going to do very, very well this upcoming bull cycle. These can easily between 5 and 10x from their current position here. OLAS is a nice mid cap. I haven't dived into this project too much, but I've liked what I've seen so far. Obviously, there's a bit of a discrepancy between their market cap and FDV in terms of their tokenomics, but it's a solid project and it's a nice little mid cap at $180 million. But if you want to take a lot more risk and go for a project which is newer, slightly different in terms of its technology and very well presented as well on their website, and it has, obviously we saw the USPs already. $45 million right now for a layer 1 AI project with potential central exchange listings to come, more and more partnerships, more and more exposure. This can easily 10x from this current position, and I'd say that's more conservative. This is a multi-$100 million AI layer 1 if it obviously delivers on its promises at a minimum. Can this reach $1 billion? Absolutely. Can it go multi-billions, $2, $3, $4 billion? Of course. Can it 100x from here and get to $4.5 billion? Maybe not this cycle. I'd say that's probably a stretch this cycle, but if they keep on building, going into a year, 2, 3 years from now with all their technology, this can easily be valued at multi-billions. So getting in at this price point right now, it's a pretty good entry price. You're 2x off this all-time high. The fundamentals are there as well. And yeah, I just believe that this project, from what we've seen so far, can provide us with some significant returns. I'd say realistically, I'd look for this to hit $1 billion this cycle. So anywhere between a 10 and 20x from this position. Can it push on and do more? Absolutely. But I'd say realistically, I can see AGC hitting that $1 billion valuation. Of course, it goes without saying this is not financial advice and anything can happen, blah, 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 blah. But that's just me. If we factor in everything we know about crypto, what we expect the markets to do, what we expect sentiment to do, I don't see how that's completely out of the question. So wrapping up the video on AGC in my coin scoring matrix, does it have innovative or excellent technology? That is a yes. I saw something saying there were over 100 applicants from developers to apply on their testnet. However, I'm not sure if that's just a rumor, but over 100 developers applying is pretty big. Relevant narrative is 100% a yes. AI layer 1, of course. Low market cap is, $40 million, $45 million is very, very small. Good tokenomics is good as well. 100 million max supply. We saw a segment locked up for rewards. We saw 50% in circulation right now, so the good tokenomics are there. Experienced, incredible team. We've got fully docs, we've got names, we've got experience. So we can credify their team. Key partnerships is where I'm going to give a middle, simply because they've got partnerships. They're utilizing the Stratos ecosystem for their decentralized storage. We saw Checked as well. We saw Kit Protocol, but for me, there's nothing that stands out massively. But it wouldn't surprise me if we see some announcements in the near future. So for now, I'm going to give it a yellow. Active community is a yes. We saw 25,000 Twitter followers, 15,000 in the Discord, more in the Telegram as well. So the community is very, very active. Shiny coin effect is a yes. It wasn't around in the previous bull cycle. It's a new shiny toy for everyone to play with. Fair launched is a yes as well. It's completely fair launched, and we saw a promising roadmap too. Very easy to access and very simple to understand. So that is my video on AGC wrapped up, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Please feel free to like, comment and subscribe. I really appreciate all the support I've been getting, and like I said, we're very, very close to 2,000 subscribers. I think we hit around 500 members in the Discord as well, which is mind-blowing numbers. So again, thank you guys so much for the support. I'm really, really grateful. Again, please like, comment, subscribe, share, whatever you want to do with this video. I appreciate all the support, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you.